antidote. Unhinged, 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 unhinged. With Dwayne and Elise. There were days of work on water, and other days beyond limited. But no matter what you were in through, we are the antidote. We are the antidote. Life comes that you had some time, but we typical line look. Just have a love with us. We are the antidote. We are the antidote. Unhinged. When the guys are work of Martin. Unhinged. Another day's beyond the end. Unhinged. But no matter what you were in through, we are the antidote. We are the antidote. When our days a work of martyr, and other days we undealent. But my daughter, what you were in through, we are the antidote. We are the antidote. Unhinged. When the days a work of martyr, and other days we undealent. But my daughter, what you were in through, we are the antidote. We are the antidote. When we days a work of Martin, another days we unrelent. But no matter what you were in through, we are the antidote. We are the antidote. Where our days a work of Martin, another days we unrelent. But no matter what you were in through, we are the antidote. Life comes and you had in time that we need a lighter look. Just have a love with us. We are the antidote. We are the antidote. Unhinged, unhinged. When we days a work of Martin, when other days we undelent. But no matter what you were in through, we are the antidote. Where our days of work on Martin, another days we undelent. But no matter what you were in through, we are the antidote. When we days, when our days of work on Martin, another days we undelent. But no matter what you were in through, we are the antidote. Life comes that you had in time, that we meet a lifetime love. Just how the love we are the antidote. We are the antidote. Unhinged. When the days of work of Martin, another days we
Good night, good night, good night. Welcome to another episode of Unhinged, the Dwayne and Elise show. I am Dwayne. I'm here with my co-host, the one, the only, the most miserable VA woman in the world. Introduce yourself.
Oh my gosh. Good night, everybody. Good night, good night, good night.
Yes, Elise. All right. First of all, housekeeping. 4 basic rules. We don't use real names around here. We have to protect the guilty even more so than the innocent. All our statistics are scientifically unscientific. We don't talk politics, we don't talk religion, and most importantly, around here we listen so we can judge. Having said that, hi Elise, how are you?
I am wonderful. How are you?
All right, I'm good. I need to address something though before we really get into it. This blasphemous post I see you have on Facebook talking about July is VI Men History Month. Pure stupidness.
Why? July.
See, I was almost offended. Almost. I come this close to being offended. All right. Anyway, welcome to one and all. We should have a good show tonight. We have some very interesting topics. I really don't see how we're gonna be agreeing on all of them, like we did last show. You know, the people that come here for the drama. Nobody wants to see us agree. So I don't think we have that issue tonight at all. Okay.
We'll see.
All right. So make sure we set up. All right. So I don't even know which one to start with. Okay. I'm start with this one. Okay. So here we go. I have been lying about graduating from college for years. I went to college for 2 years and failed out about 6 years ago. But I have told everyone in my life, including employers, that I have a master's degree. At first, I felt bad about it. Sorry about that. At first, I felt bad about it. Now I work at a college and teach 2 classes there. And I'm honestly really good at my job. I'm great at connecting with the students and delivering the information they need for class. I've even won awards for my performance as an educator. I have moved up the ranks and have become the chair of the department. I do feel somewhat hypocritical teaching at a college when I myself never graduated. I just needed to get that off my chest. Thanks. Now, I don't even know where to start with this one. There's a lot to unpack. You know, I'm curious, first of all, as to which school they're teaching to. You know, that not only you became a professor, you chairing a whole department, and apparently nobody never verified the credentials that they claim to have. I don't know. That's some serious red flags for me, and it would lead me to question the validity of degrees that a school dishes out. You know, I that just has some diploma mill vibes to it. What are your thoughts?
Everybody's an idiot. The degree people, the student, everybody. Such an idiot. Because how are you going to be teaching to our school? First of all, the job. You tell the people you have a master's degree and you didn't have to give them the degree or give them your transcript? Nonsense.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like nobody verify nothing. You just walk in and see you have these credentials. Like say I thought that only used to happen in the Virgin Islands, but I'm seeing that it's not only that ain't just a VI thing. You know, I used to think the Virgin Islands was probably the only place you could have walk in, claim to have the wall of credentials, and nobody would bother to check. You know what I'm saying?
And how long you been working at this place? Like, I don't know. That don't even make no sense.
Yeah, because if she's saying she failed out of college, well, he or she failed out of college 6 years ago, and in 6 years you done gone from teaching up to chair of the department. Yeah, there's a lot of red flags there. I even say you could teach for an associate. She even got nothing. I mean, not even that she have far. We know she even have a high school diploma. She might have lied about that too. You know.
Because she said she failed out. So
yeah,
after 2 years. So if she had gotten an associate, she would have gotten it by then.
Yeah, I hope he or she don't never come to the Virgin Islands, because that's the kind of people who walk in here and get some very well compensated position with a lot of decision making and influence. Them kind of people so that thrive here in the Virgin Islands because we don't check nothing. All you have to do is don't look like us and
But you have,
wear shirt and tie and you're in.
listen, you have people that claiming to have doctorate, this doctor something, and from the Virgin Island, and don't, and no, absolutely not.
Yeah, like I mean, it happens all over. I'm just saying it to me, and maybe just because I live there, it just seems to be like something that happens too often, like within the Virgin Islands. Once you could come in and tag the tag, that's it. I think back on one time where the VA police department actually hired a mental patient to be the police psychiatrist. No joke. It happened for true. And that was just a matter of him being able to speak the lingo. He got to speak the lingo because he was a client, and they were able to talk you into being the police psychologist, evaluating potential police candidates. I mean, that's kind of wild, but it happened for you. It really
This was a long time ago.
I would dare say within the last 30 years. Within the last 30 years. Yeah. I think memory serves
Because
correctly.
if it's a person,
It's not the
if we
person that's there
talking
now.
about the same person, no, I'm not talking about who's there now. I'm talking about a person that was there some time back,
Could
but
be.
they're not there. They pass away.
Oh, could be. Anyway, yeah, that's that one. Okay, so yeah, I really would be curious to find out like which school it is because I would stay far from it. It doesn't seem legit. Like I say, it gets a lot of diploma mill vibes.
And then the last two sentences, I do feel hypocritical teaching at college when I never graduated myself. All you feel is hypocritical? Like, all you feel is hypocritical. And then the last sentence, I just needed to get it off my chest. You're telling the wrong people. You're telling the wrong people. You need to go tell the people them where you
Mama guys.
yeah. We the wrong people. We can't help you, ma'am.
Yeah,
Sir, whoever it is.
I just need to get off my chest and you're going right back to the classroom.
Foolishness.
All right. Okay. Okay. All right. So, second item we want to discuss. Okay. So, here's a confession. We're going to call this one the grass is not always greener on the other side. I've been cheating on my husband off and on for 3 years. It's great. No, it's amazing sex. I nut every time I hook up with my side man. I ended up leaving my husband for him. Recently, the man that I left him for has been showing signs of erectile dysfunction. Sex has been disappointing. As it turns out, I try and read this without laughing. Okay, sex has been disappointing. As it turns out, he has been seeing other women as well. According to him, I've been a ball and chain to him. I want my husband back, but I know he won't take me back. Any suggestions?
Go and sit down. And think about your life choices.
Let's find a new side, man. That's how. Find a new side, man.
Go and sit down and think about what you've done. What have you learned?
On behalf of your husband, it's good for your ass. You know what I mean? It's good for you. You know, cheat with your husband, talking with the sex so amazing, and then all of a sudden the things stop working. Oh. I mean, go find a new side, man. Okay? Yeah.
Dwayne available, he said.
No, sir. No, sir. Mm-mm.
Ivan said she must be a VI woman. Ivan, don't start no shit.
Yeah.
Don't start nothing
Yeah.
tonight.
I believe so. I really believe so. I was gonna say it, I really believe so. That's definitely some VI woman vibes. Yeah.
I
All
could
us.
never be a VI woman. Ever.
That's them, yes. The only difference is the VI woman wanna come ask about what to do. She that does replace her side man in a hurry. Yeah, she would have replaced her side man.
That's why I say it would have never been a VI woman. Because
Alright.
we always got plan A and plan B.
That's true. That's true. That's true. We're not more conniving and I. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, doing
It's not
so.
conniving, it's being smart, being very intelligent, and being aware of your surroundings.
Oh, but it's problematic now when a VI man have an insurance policy. That's
Yes,
hard.
we got done with it.
Can we done with? Oh, jeez. All right. So, any suggestions? Yeah, find a new side, man. That's my suggestion. At least you need to have a seat and think about the choices. That's complicated. Just find a new side, man. It done. Team 444. Find a member. All right. All right. Yeah. All right. And call this one here. Throw her away. Okay. I've been separated for 3 months and I'm getting divorced. My husband and I had a very happy marriage until 3 months ago. He was a family man and he's allowed 2 of my younger siblings to live with us in the past. My youngest brother is 28 and he rushed into marriage as soon as he got a woman pregnant. It was obvious that his wife was not the marrying type. She's 25 and all she does is smoke weed and drink. One night she went home drunk and tried to fight my brother. He put her out of his house and divorced her a few months later. She resurfaced 3 months ago asking my husband and I if she could stay with us while she looked for a job close to her baby's daycare. We agreed to allow her to stay for 1 week. This girl ate our food, she used my car, and she never said thank you. My husband claimed that he didn't like her attitude, so he avoided her. Well, that was a lie. Just 5 days after she got to our house, she ruined my life. She was out smoking weed on the patio, and my husband was not at home. So around 9 p.m., I heard noises coming from the carport, so I went to see if it was my husband. And yes, it was him and my brother's wife. He had her bent over his car, and when they heard me, they started pulling up their pants. I told them both to leave. I was so shocked that she would even do that to me. So my husband moved out and served me with the divorce papers recently. He said that it was all his fault and that he could never look me in the eyes after what he had done. Now, my only problem is that my brother wants his family back together and he wants to remarry his ex-wife. How can he want her back? I've lost my husband, and if my brother remarried this woman, I won't ever speak to him again. Will I be wrong to cut off my little brother? Thoughts?
You want my real answer?
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care. Okay, if I'm gonna give advice. Yes. No. I don't know. It depends what kind of relationship you had with your brother to begin with. I know that he stayed with you. That's what she said, right? He had stayed with him.
Yeah.
Oh, she raised him.
No,
I know.
no, well, yeah, at some point the husband did allow, she said, her two younger brothers to live with them. Her 2 younger siblings. So I assume that one of them is the same brother that involved in this situation. So, okay, so here's my take on this. There's a lot to unpack. First of all, I don't see how she questioning how her brother could want to remarry his ex-wife. Like, it's one thing to say that she wouldn't have gone back, but what he do is his business. Now, quite frankly, if I were her and he had gone back and married her, I would have cut him off to the extent of don't bring your ass to my house, you know what I mean? Um, Especially, well, she couldn't come back to my house, but I wouldn't disown you because you choose to go back to, to her, to that situation. Especially if you knew that my husband had been over. He can't. I mean, I don't know. For my male perspective, at least for me, like, I don't know. I I kind of think she sticking her nose a little too far. Her brother's a grown man and free to do what he want with his life. Free to make bad
Yeah, but to
choices.
what end? Because yeah, but does the brother know exactly why her and her husband got divorced? Does the brother know that this woman was with his sister's husband? Like, when do you say, no, I can't forgive that?
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. If the brother knows about the situation with her and her husband, and he still want to go back, I mean, and he still, despite knowing that want to go back and marry a woman, I mean, who is you to tell him to disown him for that? You know what I mean? Merely for that. I would tell him, I think his ass. I would give my opinion, but at the end of the day, like, bro, like, it's your life to live. But if you marry her, I ain't coming over to our house, and don't bring your ass over to mine either. You know what I mean? We could communicate by phone and stuff like that, but nah. You know what I mean?
Lanisha says she's wrong. You don't bring another woman in the house with you and your husband. This is true. Well, I don't know. Depends on the kind of husband you have, but and him taking his wife back has nothing to do with you. And that's true. And that's true too.
Yeah, I concur. But Ivan make a good point too. What happened? What happened when the brother and the lady the ex-wife was separated? So I mean, yeah. So in theory, she ain't cheat on the brother, but nah, come stay in my house, and you know what I mean. Yeah, this is a wild one. It's a rough one, and I think I think to a certain degree, it would depend on the relationship that you had with the brother prior to. You know what I'm saying? But does that? I don't know. Do you think it rises
I mean,
to the level of cutting your brother off? Though?
I don't think it will. Okay, you would say cutting your brother off, and I would say protected my peace. Because this woman slept with my husband. And now she's going to marry my brother, who is probably one of the closest um, family members to me.
Well, we married
And
though.
in order for me to have peace, yeah, but in order for me, yeah, but it didn't happen before, it happened after. In order for me to be at peace, I have to separate myself from them. So now you've taken not only my husband, you've now come and you've taken my brother out of my life. But that's for my peace. I don't want to deal with the drama. I don't want to deal with it because there's going to be animosity. There's going to be animosity because not only did you sleep with him, my husband, you slept with him in my house, the house that I let you come to when you asked for help. So yes, there's going to be animosity. People have feelings. And I ain't going on no emotional roller coaster because I want to have a relationship with my brother, especially if he knows. Because then he should know how I would feel, or he should at least have a perception of how I would feel.
Well, okay. So I would definitely tell him. And then if he chooses to still, go back into that situation to remarry her, knowing what happened and where it happened, the circumstances under which it happened, then I wouldn't say it would be cut off, but the relationship definitely going to be different, and there are going to be some new rules, like don't don't bring shit to my house. Like you can't, I ain't coming to our house. Don't come to mine. You still my brother. I still love you the same. I gonna look out for you and thing, but yeah, it definitely things definitely gonna be different. Okay, so how we know the brother wasn't an ass to his wife behind closed doors? The woman husband is wrong if he is the issue. Yeah, could be. Could be.
The husband is definitely the issue. He's definitely the issue.
no, I gotta defend him now. How the husband is the issue?
He's the one that had
Elise, the
sex
man.
with her in her house.
Maybe he was just checking to see something. Maybe she asked him to take her temperature. I mean, come on, man. Way out there be worst case scenario.
Okay, he wanted to see something, so he sees something. If he wanted to see something, he sees something.
See, a man was minding the business, going about the business. She asked him to check her temperature, and now he lose his wife, and you know, this man can't win for losing. Man can't win for losing. I mean, but anyway,
Unless I cheat.
we don't cheat. The man was checking to see something. The man was not cheating. Okay.
Yes, Tessa, because he was married.
That was kind of stupid. That was kind of stupid. It was a stupid move.
See, that's why I tell her, men are weak. Men are weak.
We could either be vulnerable and women to take advantage of us. I don't think that man.
Vulnerable.
I don't think that man make a conscious decision to do that thing in the house. I think that woman probably put some pressure on him.
Because y'all don't think about what you have to lose. Don't think about the things that you have to lose.
I sure that man was telling her, like, not today, you know what I mean? When she here, let's go someplace else. But I won't upon the pressure.
It's instant gratification. For what? It's instant gratification. When you have your whole life to lose.
I willing to bet money that woman put pressure on that man. You know what I mean? I don't know about him supposed start to question him, talk about the manhood, start to question his masculinity and thing, you know. Yeah, I sure that's what happened. I most of them are
Whatever.
what, Tessa? See, Ivan, yes, Ivan, I agree. He was taking advantage.
Ivan with the nonsense, but
he was taking advantage of Elise. That man probably tell a woman, let's go to a hotel tomorrow or something like that. No, I want it now. And you know what I mean? Start to talk kind of thing. Oh, you're gonna leave me hanging here in my hour of need. All them thing what I had to say. Take advantage.
Just weakness.
Set the man up. Kind of man was vulnerable. You know? She don't see his nature. He's a helping type of person. He's a helping type of person, so she act, you know, like a damsel in distress, and he just was doing his civic duty, you know, coming to her rescue, you know.
You know, if this was a Lifetime movie, he would have said, "Oh no, I cannot do that to my wife. You're gonna have to leave. I'm not gonna tell her what you did, but you're gonna have to pack your bag, and you and the baby, you're gonna have to leave, and we never want to hear from you again."
I sure he did. I sure he was saying something along those lines when she started pressuring a man that she needed right here, right now. That man would have spent that money and gone to a hotel or something like that. I know. He would have spent money and gone to a hotel or something.
And let's talk about
he cheat guy. He
the
didn't finish.
respect he has. Let's talk about the respect this husband has for his wife. Non-existent. None.
So how we know this wife? His wife went asked to him.
What does that matter? He could leave.
I still okay. All right, well, we have to disagree because I believe that this man was taken advantage of. I think he was reluctant to do it. He probably suggested that they do it another day, another time, another place, and that woman just played.
So then he was reluctant to do it at that moment.
He ain't consciously decided to do it at that moment. I damn much I could vouch it. This if you had said the situation was the way the wife went home and she come and catch him, you know, even though I still think it's dumb to do it there at your house.
He didn't want she's the one who convinced him, right? He didn't really want to.
Nah, he didn't really want to do it. He didn't really
But
want to.
he just said I disagree with you.
So the pili more biological and than psychological. You know what I mean? So the connection from the man brain to Willy Wonka ain't as strong as the circulatory system connection. So I'm saying, you ain't follow me.
Yes, Tessa. Let's say. Oh, brother.
Ivan, correct, Ivan. See, Ivan, yes, cheating is a plan something. He didn't plan the situation. She just caught that man at a vulnerable moment and took advantage of his generosity. Took advantage of his caring nature. You know what I'm saying? She probably started off with some crocodile tears and the man was like, call her to console her, and then, she took it from there. That's me and Ivan's story, and we stick into it. Okay? All right.
I have not necessarily.
All right. So this one a wild. This a wild one. Okay. My baby mama's kitty smells like peppermint and honey. Her smell is so unique that even after she leaves the room, I can still smell her. Now I need to stop writing. I need to stop writing because the man, after your girl leave the room. Well, let me ask this. See, okay. I'm curious to know is if everybody could smell her, or he's just saying that he is so in tune, he's so in love with this woman that he could smell the fact that she been in a room even after she don't leave the room. Because when you leave a room, your natural body aromas should leave with you. Like I guess some people will be talking to you and 5 minutes after they walk off, their breath still there. Like that shouldn't be. You know what I mean? So when he say that even after she leave a room, he could still smell her, that I hope he say that from a perspective of he is so into this woman, he is so in tune with this woman that that's the case, and not that literally when she don't leave the room, he still could, anybody in the room could still smell her junk. Anyway. Let me get back on track. Okay, her smell is so unique that even after she leaves the room, I can still smell her. So, I go to my boy's house unannounced. I'm actually there to buy some weed. Usually I knock on the door and he's right there opening the door, but this time he's like, hold on, give me a minute. I hear him fumbling around and then I hear 2 sets of footsteps in the house. Then I hear 2 people fumbling around the house, and finally he gets to the door and he opens the door. And I smell peppermint and honey. I know she's been there, so I'm like, Rome, where is she? I know she's been here. He says I'm crazy. He says, I won't mess with your baby mama. I'm not into that. So I said, all right. So I got the weed and I went back to my car. I moved my car to the end of the block and just sat there and watched my baby mama come out of this man's house. Rome walked her outside and put her in an Uber. So I drive up and I block the Uber. So we have one big argument, and finally Rome says, she's not your baby mama, she's my baby mama. Little John is not your son, he's my son. So I really don't know what to do at this point. This level of betrayal is just eating me up inside. What should I do?
Go home. Get out the street with your nonsense.
The man. Take your L and keep it moving. Okay. So, on a serious note though, I would probably want a DNA test, to confirm that this is so, and this dude was saying this just to get in my head. And especially, like you just find this out, you don't know how long this thing been going on between your quote unquote baby mama and the weed man, your friend. So I would cut off the weed, find a new weed man, right? Yeah, well that's step one. Find yourself a new weed man. But second of all, I would want a DNA test. I would want to know if this is really so, or that man just said that to get under my skin, because if he just
What difference it make? If he say to if it's really so, or he say to get under your skin, what difference it make?
It makes a difference with respect to my dealing with the child, not with her. Not with that done. That done. But in terms of going forward, the child, my interaction or relation with the child. So that's why I would want the DNA test. But yeah, I go find a new weed man and a new girlfriend as a matter of fact. You know what I mean? There's a say more men doing dumb.
That's it. Just dumb. And who want anybody what smell like pepper? You is a smelling like peppermint and honey is not normal. Why? First of all, what kind of combination is that?
Yeah. I was trying to when I first read it, I was trying to figure out like what would that smell like? And I couldn't. It just don't seem like two scents that they will combine. So I don't want. So a part of me trying to think like she's spraying on this peppermint thing to hide. You know what I mean? To hide the odor or the smell or the scent. You know what I mean? And this is what he. You know what I mean? This is what he interpreted. She was never a girlfriend. True that. She the brother's girl. Yeah, so I think the peppermint is just probably to applying that to try to mask some other smell. You know what I'm saying? And while we at it, like yeah man, like kitty supposed to smell like kitty. It ain't supposed to smell like Japanese cotton blossom and whatever other bath and body works scent people be spraying now. They're like, no. And according to them man under the mango tree, them spray don't taste good. That's what they say under the mango tree. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. So ladies, keep it natural. Keep it natural. Okay. I doing a bit much spraying all these different scent and thing down there. Get the thing smelling like what it's supposed to smell like. Smells like what the air smell like when you were sick with a cold, honey and peppermint. Yeah, I trying to. I don't know. I trying to bring that smell though. Like, I don't know. What do you think, Elise? You think she trying to mask? Do you think the peppermint is to mask something, or?
I think I underneath rotten.
Yeah, could be. All right. So, partner get a new weed man, get a new girl, get a DNA test. If that child is really yours, then you know what I mean, continue to to be a father. If it's not yours, and depending on the bond that you already have that child, you could maintain some, you know what I mean, some sort of relationship with the child. But I think you need to know. You know what I'm saying? So that you could decide how you want to proceed. All right.
The only person I got sense in this whole thing is the child.
All right. Okay. So this next one. I know I am wrong, but I don't know what to do. I am caught between two men. I have known both men since 1997. One gentleman, let's call him David. He has been in love with me ever since we first met. We dated for 1 year, but then we went our separate ways. We remained good friends over the years, and in 2022, he said he no longer wanted to just be friends. He said we are either going to get back together or he's going to step back from this friendship. He is loving, caring, a hard worker. He can fix anything, can cook his ass off, and will do anything to make me happy. I have asked him before, why are you with me? He has been saying giving the same answer for over 30 years. He says, I get a funny feeling whenever you call or when I'm around you. The second gentleman, let's call him Tony. He has been married to his second wife for 19 years, and he has the same problem I do. We have been sleeping together for 9 years. Tony and I have personalities and make it impossible for us to be together. But we have the best sex of our lives with each other. I have tried to bring that kind of sex and passion with David, but he fights it. He is not comfortable doing the things I need him to do for me to be satisfied. Nothing crazy, just some toys, spontaneous sex whenever, a little butt slapping. Nothing crazy, but he doesn't feel comfortable doing any of that. Tony, on the other hand, is game for whatever, whenever, and I have never had one bad sexual experience with him. These two men are so different. For my last birthday, one gave me a vacuum and the other gave me a vibrator. One brings peace to my life and one gives me passion. Tony and I meet up about twice a year. One of those times is around his birthday, because I am what he wants for his birthday each and every year. Damn, I know I should let one or both of them go. I know I will never find anyone. Okay, damn. I know I should let one or both of them go, but I know I will never find anyone who will love or give me such peace like David. But I also know that no one will make me feel such passion, desire, and need like Tony. I don't want to choose between passion and peace. I don't want to keep living this double life. Sincerely, selfish, and I know it. Okay.
Poor David.
David by a vacuum, Tony by a vibrator. Oh man, okay.
So she mad because David wants clapper or slapper.
David won't slap on
That's
her
what she
butt.
said.
Yeah, she said she wants stuff like spontaneous sex, some toys, a little slap on her butt. I mean, nothing crazy, And apparently, it seems like she indicated that she's trying to bring this kind of passion and sex and passion with David, but he'd fight it. So I take that to mean that she's trying to bring to his attention that she wants to try some new things or do different things.
Do you know what I get from this whole conversation? That she's a nymphomaniac with low self-esteem.
Okay. Why the low self-esteem part? Expound on that.
You can't choose between two men. One man is all you've spoken about is the sex part. And so you want to leave somebody that treats you well to go because this other person. I don't know. I don't know.
I won't say she needs to relax. She already have the best of both worlds. This is just proof that a woman could never satisfy. They will never get enough. She get the best of both worlds and still is a problem. This lady's a freak and does watch too much porn.
She something wrong with she don't need to. Oh God.
She can't be serious. She'll end up with just what she deserves. Listen. Hey, miss, listen here. I gotta go with Ivan on this one here. Like, you get the best of both worlds. Cool the hell out. You know what I mean? You got two men, and each one serving specific purposes. And together, as a package, you have it all. You know what I mean? You have it all. You have it all. So cool the hell out. And look, you get rid of one.
You missed the part where she said that.
Huh?
You missed the part where she said Tony have a wife.
Yeah. But you see, you also have to take into. She also said that she and Tony, their personalities would not allow them to be like a full-time couple. So that's perfect. Tony he come and he do his job.
Then why is there a question? If why would she leave David for Tony if she know Tony and she can be a couple?
Well, this is why we're saying she just need to cool out. She's sitting good right now. You have that man that'll cook for you and fix anything, and he loving and he caring, this and that and the other. And where he lacking is in the bedroom. And you've tried to get him to step it up. We've tried to get him to go along with spontaneous sex, using some toys, slapping on your butt. He refused to do all of that. So this is the part Tony.
David, you don't slap nobody. Don't slap nobody, David. If anybody slap me, slap in their ass back.
She into that. She butt slapping. Butt slapping. A little tap tap.
I don't give a damn. This is not a fight.
So but I mean, a slap with passion is different from just a regular slap.
I don't give a damn. Nobody assaulted me. Slap me, just come to right back.
Listen there. So I think she's sitting pretty and she just cool her ass out because, like I say, you have David and David seems to be everything that she would want in a man, except the sex part, and you have Tony that filling a void. So just cool out. And Tony have a wife.
She said she like toys. Get a toy and get David and toys. David and toys. That's the best of both worlds.
Yeah, well, not quite now, because now she said Tony. Okay. Tony is game for whatever, whenever. She never had a bad sexual experience, and then she say that Tony, if she get rid of Tony, she knows she can never find anybody who will make her feel a passion, that desire, and to feel needed the way Tony does. A toy ain't gonna make her feel needed. A toy ain't gonna make
it needed to turn it on.
Nah, man. A toy, the toy ain't gonna check all them boxes that Tony checking. So, miss, sit here, sit, go have a seat, cool out. You're sitting pretty.
No, it's not going to check the boxes that woman husband checking. But you keep forgetting he married.
Right, which is perfect. And then she ain't got to deal with him full time. They probably wouldn't last if they tried the full time thing. She clearly she's saying that their personalities are not conducive to that. So I have this little void. You sneak away twice a year and come scratch this itch for me, and we good. And then go back to your wife. So she could keep her David and you could keep your wife, and we don't have to be around each other long enough to fall out. You're not looking at this optimistically, Elise. Holistically.
The truth of the matter is I don't give a damn.
Well, anyway, she's selfish. See how she's saying out? Sincerely selfish, and I know it. I mean, so I think she's sitting pretty, and I think she need to cool out. Okay. All right. We have one more for the.
And the funny feeling. Wait, hold on.
Okay, good.
And David said he'd get a funny feeling when she's around. That's what ancestors telling he has to move around. At least she deal with her shit.
You ain't catching the hint at all, that's what you're saying? The ancestors talking and he listening. All right. David, Elise, Miss, I think you need to cool out. Elise, David need to get in tune with the ancestors and leave that alone. All right, one more. Okay. So at my previous job, fresh out of college, a senior coworker took me under her wing as her mentee. That bond grew over time, and she became more like an adopted mother to me. She would invite me to her home for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and other special occasions. I was 22, and her 18-year-old daughter would flirt with me outside of her parents' sight. Eventually, her daughter and I engaged in sexual activities. We weren't officially a couple. We both agreed that her mom could never know. I eventually got a job in another city and relocated. The daughter started dating and eventually had an official boyfriend. Despite this, the daughter and I would hook up whenever I was in town. We always used protection, but for our last encounter, it was totally unplanned, as my time in town and schedule didn't forecast any time for such an encounter. Nonetheless, Things changed, and I agreed to swing by her job just to say a quick hello, as I had enlisted in the military and was leaving to go to my assigned base overseas. Somehow that hello turned into a quickie, as a coworker had a family emergency and had to leave the job. We didn't use protection during that impromptu encounter. Fast forward 4 years. During this entire period, we kept in touch with each other via email and occasional phone calls. I'm now back on US soil and decided to visit my old home and friends. We agreed to meet for a late afternoon lunch. She showed up with a beautiful 3-year-old daughter. Now, throughout the time I was overseas, she had kept me abreast, or so I thought, about her boyfriend and a whole lot of other aspects of her life. However, this was the first time I was learning that she had a child. Based on the child's date of birth, I did some quick math in my head and realized that it was a possibility that I was this child's father. Up to that moment, not to spoil the moment, I didn't mention it then. I just enjoyed their company and we parted ways. I called her the next day and expressed my thought that this little princess could very well be my lone offspring. She shut it down immediately and said her daughter already has a father. I continued to press her as to how she was so certain, and her response would always be, I just know. Every time I offered to pay for a DNA test, she would outright refuse. And this issue became a bone of contention between us over the years. I later found out that 2 years after I returned from overseas, her boyfriend, the father of record, walked out on her and her daughter and never looked back. At that point, it seems like she wanted us to resume something romantic, but I made getting the child DNA tested a prerequisite. Don't get me wrong, even if I wasn't the father, I was willing to step into that role. I just needed to know. She never agreed to do the test. I think she feared what others would think if the test results came back and I was the father, and it would show that she had cheated on her ex-boyfriend. Her daughter is now 18 years old. I am dying to know if in fact she is my sole child. Do I approach the daughter and tell her? I don't want to disrupt her daughter's life and what she grew up believing. Yet, if she is in fact my daughter, she should know that her biological father is not a deadbeat. Do I stay silent just to protect the public's image of her mother? This is a real mess. What do you guys think I should do? Sign, Anonymous.
How many times she have to tell you to mind your damn business?
Well, Elise, that could be the man-child. I mean, mind your business.
She told him to mind the business. Mind your business.
It just may turn out that a child is his business. If he's a child biological father, then a child is his business.
Maybe. Maybe not. She's 18. What the hell? What are you going to do now? She's 18.
I might leave all my I might put a, create a will and leave all my earthly belongings to her upon my, you know what I mean? I as a father who's been involved, very much involved in all of my children's lives, I feel I'm on pain.
I didn't hear him say we're in pain, but anyway, go ahead.
No, I feel his desire to know, especially if he don't have any other children. Like, he don't have any children. It could be in fact that this child is his daughter. Nope, Tessa, I disagree. He has a right to know. Yeah, I okay, Elise. I had somebody that I went to school with, very successful, professional, and at one point she offered me money to father a child with her. And she like, yeah, she gonna have papers, she gonna draft for papers, I don't have to support the child. It's basically just to be a sperm donor. And she was willing to like compensate me for it. And I was like, I can't do that. I can't have a child out there. No, I have a child out there and don't be a part of the child's life. You know what I'm saying? So I get where he coming from, especially like he don't have any other kids. And it could be in fact that he have a daughter now. I respect him, and I it's commendable that he, despite his desire to know, the fact that he's concerned about disrupting this young lady's truth, for lack of a better term. Yeah, because if she's tested and it turns out that he is a biological father, then okay, now there's data. No, everybody know now that the mother was cheating on her then boyfriend. B, I think the daughter would be happy to know that. I mean, she would be disappointed to know that all this time, her real father was, I guess, like alive and well, and not rejecting being a part of her life. He just was not in her life because she didn't know. But I think she would be happy to know. I mean, later is better than never.
But he found her when she was 3. She is now 18. And you mean between the ages of 3 to 18, he couldn't get DNA test, regardless of what the mother said? He could have.
Yeah, I think he could have made I think he could have made a stronger effort. We all grow. So I'm sure the man that he was now is not the same man that he was when he met his child at 15 years, ago. But I mean, over time, it seems like he was trying to get his test. No, I think he could have pressed harder.
He wasn't trying hard enough.
Right.
Because as a father, he has a right to get a test if he wanted it, to prove that he either is or isn't the father. He had a right. He had a right to do it legally, and he should have just done it. You're going to wait all this time, and now, she's 18 now. What difference does it make? It doesn't make any difference.
Elise. But I think out part of this, you were concerned about this, and foolishly so, about this woman's image. I don't think you want to go down to the court and say, look, Mr. Judge, I need you to ask.
But he's still asking the same question about her image.
Okay, so I mean, I am agreeing that he could have made a more, a stronger effort to get a test. At some point you keep trying to have this test. I mean, we're going to go down to the court and say, yeah, Judge, I used to put it on her when she had this dude that she's saying the child for. So I think, I don't know, I think he really wanted the test, but kind of, guess what, figuring that he could convince her to, do that at minimum. Now, I would have found some other way. I still been hanging around, and at some point, the child sleeping, pick up a cup, a straw she was drinking from, clip a little piece of hair, some shit. You know what I mean? There are ways to do it. So I think he could have made a more concerted effort. And maybe, like I said, maybe it's just with growth and maturity, looking at life different, and not really, more so than even in the past, wants to know if this child is his. Okay, the mother said no. How? He had access to her. Why is he to blame? The mother is a piece of work. Yes, she is. The mother is a piece of work, and this dude is a mumu. Yeah, I think he could have forced the issue. You know what I mean?
I am not saying he's to blame. I am saying he had 15 years of opportunities that he did not take to find out if that was his child, by will or by force. He has a right to find out if that's his child. And now that she's 18, what is the difference?
Maybe thinking that now she's 18, I could go to her directly. I don't have to go to the mother. You know what I mean? She's legal.
He could have gone to her directly. He could have gone to her. He could have done it directly. Anyhow, it just would have been it would have been contention. But if he really wanted to know if that was his child, I wouldn't care about the contentions.
Okay. So,
but then,
let's roll over what you're saying. So let's say, at age 13, 15 years old, he roll up to her and hey, like, have a conversation. I used to mess with my mother back in the day. The possibility I could be a father. Blah 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 blah. Right? She go and get, and the child now, the 15-year-old child, gives him DNA, whether spit, hair, whatever the case may be. And then he do this test, and it turns out that he is not the father. So now you done let the child to know that yeah,
But
your mother ain't the saint. Your
why
touch,
would you go to the child?
huh?
Why would you go to why would you go why would he go to the child? He's a grown man. The mother is a grown woman. There are ways he can get a DNA test without going directly to the child. Give the mother the opportunity and let the mother know, whether
So,
it's a subpoena or whatever the case may be, that she has to show up and let her talk to her child about it. You don't have to go to her.
but see, I brought up that example because you said why now that she's 18, and I'm saying maybe he's thinking now that she's an adult, I don't have to go through the mother to get the DNA test. And then you said he could have gone to the child directly before. So I'm saying this is the risk that you're running going to this child before she was 18. And yeah, that would
I
have been
wouldn't have gone
inappropriate.
to the
The
I
mother should,
wouldn't have gone to the child. The mother, he should have gone, he would have gone to the mother. He would have done it legally and gone to the mother. And she would have had to she would have had to sit with her child and tell the child what is going on. Or do it however she wanted to. But nothing that he has said in this email tells me that he couldn't have gotten a DNA test if he really wanted.
I would have gotten one. I would have gotten it done one way or another. But I'm just saying, I'm just speculating as to in response to your question and why now that the child is 18, like what's the difference? And I'm just saying that could be the difference. He's saying, okay, well, for the past 15 years, I was trying to get this woman to agree to do this test, and I didn't want to really drag her to court and embarrass her publicly, blah 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 blah. But now the child is 18, I could go directly to the child. That's all I'm saying. Maybe that's his frame of mind. Maybe that's what he thinking.
There wouldn't
why would
have
do that
been
now at
any
18?
public embarrassment. There wouldn't have been any public embarrassment unless she made it a public embarrassment. As long as all he wanted was to know if that was his child. The public embarrassment would have come from her, not him.
I don't know. I just
I still say that he had a whole long time to find out, and he could have found out. Finding out now, okay, but let it be because that's what you want to know, and not whether or not it's going to cause embarrassment to somebody else. That's your child.
yeah I don't
Should
think
have.
he from the email what I got from the email is he really wants to know and I think he was saying let me read it here. I think he did say at some point he think the mother was just reluctant because she was concerned about how it would look publicly, what the public would think if, in fact, the test showed that this was his child. Not that and I think he kind of had that concern, which is I'm just assuming that's why he didn't really go full force. I mean, to get the test done.
And why
I don't.
couldn't she have told her boyfriend that there's a possibility that it might not be his child? I mean, he wouldn't be having to write this stupid email.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we could only speculate based on the email that was submitted, but yeah, I feel his old pain. I think I don't think I could have spent 15 years trying to convince you to do the test. Like I say, some way somehow I would have had to get it done, and at some point, I would have gone to the legal system. And if you get embarrassed, and it probably going alter our friendship going forward. But like I don't give you all kind of opportunities, to do this thing quietly and privately. But if it was a no go, then we gotta go public. And if it becomes a public spectacle, then that's on you. That's on you, because it could have been done privately and could have been a matter just between us. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I think we do a good job at disagreeing tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, girl, you ain't got good sense. So it's okay.
Ah, boy, yes. That would have been inappropriate. The mother should have done it. Mother's baby, father's maybe. Correct. Anyway, so yeah, we could put a plug in it tonight. I just want to thank each and everyone who participated in the chat. Definitely the feel, the energy, you know what I mean? The interaction is always great. Don't forget to follow us
Hey, sis,
on social media.
hold on.
Good.
Hold on. My sis said hello. Hey sis, what's going on? Love you. Anyway, go ahead.
It's classic example of how rude VI woman is. You gotta let me finish saying what I'm saying, but anyway.
No, Noreen waits on nobody.
Yeah, I see that now. I see that now. That is obvious. I know my place. I gotta pick my battles, you know. That's a battle I'm not going to pick that battle at all. At all. Every fighting ain't worth fighting. Sometimes you got to take your L, walk away, and live to fight another day. I mean, yeah, but thank you for those.
Don't get me too in tongue and teeth.
No, not at all. Thank you for those that participated in the chat. I wish I could figure out a way how to start giving some like kind of little gift or keepsake to our regular participants. I'm still tossing around some ideas. I'm gonna come up with something soon. All right. Anyway, that's it. We had a good show. We're gonna call it a night. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. Elise.
Have a good night, everybody. Please like, share, subscribe.
Yes, and don't subscribe to the podcast. Not to Elise nonsense talking about July is VI Man History Month. Pure foolishness. Don't subscribe to that. But subscribe to the subscribe to the channels. All right. And with that, I think we are out of here. All right. Good night, everyone.
Hold on.
Big love to the viewers. You stayed for the ride. To everybody typing and laughing in a live chat. You brought the heat tonight. You kept it real all through. We felt that energy every time you came through. Pull up, don't log off yet. One more thing before we step. Keep your ears on us. Unhinged, unhinged. Thank you for the vibe. Unhinged, unhinged. You made this one alive. Tune in Tuesday, 7 to 8. Unhinged, unhinged. Don't be late. Unhinged, unhinged. Unhinged. To the ones who share the link.